No, I'm not worried at all. Okay, so we have 4 documents in this modules module section from Finland. The second, I already gone through the introduction, and the second one is for the trainer. It's adapting into the role of crafts trainer. Then there's a step-by-step crafts workshop. Maybe we'll check that one. That's the practical part of the training or the workshop. So the inspiration came from the Finnish Autism Foundation's sensory room. That's quite a new room located in Kotka. And it has been proven to be effective. So we thought maybe this kind of multisensory approach in crafts techniques is also beneficial for the Mail Art for Seniors project. So we have this multisensory card workshop. The time frame is 90 minutes with 10-minute breaks. I don't know if this is a good time frame, or does it need to be more? Does it need more breaks? We will see, because this is piloting. This is the purpose of piloting, but we will see if the time frame is okay. And the amount of participants, 5 per trainer, could be okay. Benas was or gave a workshop in the Finnish Postal Museum, and you had how many participants did you have? 20, yeah, but it was a longer period of time. Or was it a longer period? 5, it was 5 hours, and there were 3 trainers. 2 trainers and 5 hours. So, yeah. So that's the basis where I made came up with the approximate amount of participants, 5 per trainer. Now, when we have 2 trainers, we can have around 10 participants. But that's to be tested also. Something about the environment, creations. What can they do? They can do items that can be sent with an envelope, inside an envelope, or even the envelope can be the item to be made. That's up to the workshop participants. This is a list of supplies, tools, materials, and then the workflow. Getting the materials, exploring, creating, finishing the work, creating envelope if needed, contemplating on the experience, sharing the creations with other participants or via social media, and sending the card to a receiver. This is something that we can use in any country. We can use, for example, confetti of the natural leaves that doesn't cost anything. Also can be we can involve a trip to the nearby nature of forest, park, whatever, to collect the leaves and make some confetti. And with this kind of techniques, you don't really need like fine motorical skills. It's accessible to anyone. Of course, if you want to go like high profile, you can produce like tools yourself, like brushes, made of feathers, sticks, etc. And for the envelopes, maybe printing. Yeah, that's just some inspiration to be considered. So craft is a popular activity, and the meaning of craft is growing in the arts field also. So many artists take up craft techniques, and of course mail art has, like collage, has always been a part of, or craft techniques have always been a part of mail art. And in our approach, we approach it from the Modus Association's point of view too, because sustainability and natural materials are important to our members, and it's written in the values of the association. So we are focusing in the natural materials and crafts techniques also in this learning module. And of course, craft is deeply rooted in all cultures around the globe. So using crafts techniques in mail art, in local trainings, also brings something from the local culture into the workshops. So artisan techniques are hand-making techniques. There is a lot of digital tools and digital methods nowadays too, but in our module we are using hand-making techniques. And what's the meaning of crafts techniques in arts and in the well-being effect of arts? So crafts and making, they are tactile, they are very physical, there's a repetition that's usually has a calming effect on the maker. They are multisensory, material-based, and they have collective roots, so they can bring memories from the past and from generations before us, like for example from farming, etc. So there are several, or not several, but like a million of materials we can use, like metal, mixed media, paper, wood, weaving also. Like these are examples from the Postal Museum exhibition. Laura Saarivuori-Eskola used metal in mail art, and Sofia Danskain and Jana Viborna Turunen, they used weaving to create mail art pieces. Our members Anni Jokinen and Benas Faselian, who are here, are also mail artists, and for example, Benas uses embroidery. Anni uses recycled materials like leather. Yeah. And then there's also an example of an online crafts workshop. It can be made online. If we face some kind of a new pandemic isolation period, we can use this also online. This one example is from the Crafts Museum or the inspiration came from the Crafts Museum of Finland. This means that we need to send the materials beforehand to the participants. Like this is the package that I got from the museum. It involves, in this envelope, there's a base where I can embroidery yarns and needles, a greeting from the workshop or the trainer, greeting from the trainer, handwritten greeting, and some crayons to draft a model for the embroidery. And then we had this Zoom meeting and embroidered some pieces there. And this was a 2-hour workshop. And then the participants shared their works on an internal Padlet and gave each other feedback from the work. So you can use another kind of or another platform if you don't want to go public. You can use, for example, Padlet to share the experience. Okay, this is now I'm covered. Thank you.